Friends, every person wants peace in their home, but some people see such things in their house that they can never forget. This woman is a real estate agent. She was inside a house she was trying to sell. The house was built in 1962. She fixed her camera and started recording her video. But then what happened next, you see. Behind the woman, the picture hanging on the wall started turning black. It was a girl's face that went from white to completely black right before her eyes. It could be a camera glitch, but at the same moment, the room's door also opened on its own. It was a very heavy door. Someone must have opened it themselves. She was convinced that someone else was present here. At first, nothing more happened, but then, suddenly, a smoke alarm from one of the rooms broke off and fell to the floor. The woman immediately left the house. Something in that house clearly didn't want her to be there. This next incident was captured on a man's home security camera. Late at night, a curtain on one of the house's windows began to open on its own. The homeowner noticed it. He closed the curtain and left. But just a few seconds later, the curtain opened again. This time he closed it once more and turned the lights off. But the curtain opened a third time as well. Only God knows the truth of such incidents. Have you ever experienced something like this? You can share your story in the comments.
Anyway, friends, now let's move toward a mysterious house. This house was built in Victorian style. Old paintings, old furniture, everything of that era. The house belonged to a woman who was away somewhere. She had asked her nephew and his wife to stay there and take care of it. But friends, this night is something this couple can never forget. In the middle of the night, they felt as if people were sitting in the lounge of the house. They could hear voices. Except for them, no one else was in the house.
Really crazy, man.
I don't know. I was wondering if something happened.
That sound. What's going on?
They took a camera and started recording every corner of the house. And friends, during this, they saw something absolutely unbelievable. It looked like the shadow of a child standing behind a window. And as soon as they looked at it, the shadow disappeared. Was the house truly occupied by jinn or some unseen force? Or was everything scripted, planned beforehand? I leave that decision to you.
This next woman was entering her home. A door cam was installed there, and it captured something strange. Behind her was the entrance to the attic, a small space built inside some houses near the roof. Strangely, the attic entrance suddenly opened and then closed immediately. The woman turned around. She realized there was definitely something wrong. She called the landlord of the house. When they opened the attic, they were shocked. There was a bed and a pillow. Someone had been living there secretly, and the woman never knew.
Then, this couple was staying in a house. It belonged to the woman's grandfather who had died a few months earlier. The house was empty now, and the two had come to stay the night. But what happened to them? Watch this. The door of one room was shaking violently, as if someone was trying to open it forcefully. Had to put a bag against the door.
Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure.
Out of fear, they decided not to stay any longer. They packed their things, but right at that moment, the same door started banging even harder than before. They left the house immediately.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out here.
Another man was playing PlayStation when he repeatedly felt as if a breeze was moving around him.
It felt so strange that he turned on his camera to record it. And at that exact moment, something happened in the room. He said, "If someone is here, give me a sign." And instantly a picture frame on the wall moved. It was his daughter's photo. Nothing else in the room moved, only that one frame. This next video was posted by a woman. Her husband had gone to install Wi-Fi in a new house. No one else was there except him. But suddenly, he heard a voice. It sounded like someone whispering, "Help."
There's nobody in here.
But there was no one else there. Another video. A man had stored some of his belongings in a room in his house. The security camera captured something shocking. At night, the room door suddenly closed on its own. Even stranger, a shadow was visible moving along the wall beside the door. You can see it shifting left and right, and at that same moment, the door shut. Lastly, listen to the story of this balloon. A woman posted this video on the internet showing a balloon. It belonged to her son. It was a normal balloon floating around the house, but she was terrified of it. She claimed that the balloon would always float toward the basement door. But it wouldn't go inside. It would stop right at the door. Whenever her son went down into the basement, the balloon would follow him down the stairs. In another video, she showed how the balloon again reached the basement door and stopped when she noticed something in the basement. What that thing was, she never found out. She never saw it again.